Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play The Forgotten City. This will be part 3 of our Let's Play. In the last episode, well, we just finished watching a guy jump to his death, but the statues are whispering that I should jump off as well. Ooh, missing piece. Interesting. So this is probably like the end goal, is finding those 4 things. They're telling me to jump. Now, I kind of wanna, but... So this is Malleolus's villa. I feel like I'm probably going to need a weapon right before I go in. Now, I don't have a weapon. I have a flashlight. So I will do that, statues, but later. For the moment, what I really want to get to the bottom of is... oh god, there's so many quests. The common thread. That's what I want. I want to... I guess I can't really follow it. Fair enough. I want to find out what the common thread is between all these people. Actually, we'll go this way, though. There was like a weird little passage down here. What I will give this game is it's very... Ooh. Ah, so that's the upper system. Gotcha. What I will say is that this game is very, like... There is a very real sense of wanting to explore just everything, which I think is pretty cool. It's been a while since I've played a game where I've really wanted to explore. To survive, we must all be kind. Correct 2, we must all be wise. Correct 2, we must all be obedient. And finally, correct 2, we must all be. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Hello. Thank you. I kind of don't want to go talk to the hooded guy, because I suspect he's going to go and kill someone, which is going to trigger the golden rule. Definitely. Like, murder is definitely against the golden rule. Suicide may or may not be. Murder, definitely. The quitter. Maybe ask old Domitius about it. Domitius? Because that's definitely you. Oh, he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Fair enough. Hey, ask Magistrate Sentius how he got here.
Do you have any news about your investigation?
What's your story?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me.
Okay.
Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome.
Nice.
Helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
How did you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge.
Ah, so tied to the Tiber again.
But just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing.
Yeah, so you fell into the Tiber again.
The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here.
Aha. So yes, you also probably drowned.
My horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest.
How did you come to be a
I
magistrate?
was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
What's a decurion?
A cavalry officer.
Yeah, 30
I
men.
had
I thought
30
so.
men under my command. This was my uniform.
Why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal.
Ah.
So it seemed prudent.
Okay, fair enough.
Very well.
I better get back to it.
Thank you. I'll be...
That's what I wanted to know. So yeah, there's always a stranger, just like there was for me. And it seems like everyone... Maybe not necessarily died, but like, if he was wearing armor, he fell into the Tiber. Like, he's wearing full armor, he fell into the river. That seems like he would drown. seems like he would have died. So maybe the other guy drowned as well? Lucretia, do you remember how you got here? Are you going to talk to me about that, or are you just going to...
Feeling alright?
Yeah. I keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was
Okay,
one
excellent.
person who claimed she could hear the statues
Oh god,
talking
it's another thread.
But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
Yeah, she went up into the thing. Forget I said
Anything
anything.
about what?
What's your
I'm
story?
Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm
Okay.
tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
Okay, fair enough. How did you end up here?
My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right.
Okay.
So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling.
Right, so once again you carried
I
heavy
ran for
stuff.
cover, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a
So you had
river
heavy
not
stuff,
far from here.
probably in like a pack or something. And you jumped in. Sorry to hear
It's
that.
alright. Say what you will about this place, at least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
Cool. Tell me about Navia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the
Close
closest
enough.
thing we
She
had
would have known
and she was good too.
a lot of
Until
stuff.
she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them.
Okay.
And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone
Good
so
to know.
long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation.
Oh?
One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Who?
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scared.
So it's
He's
Malleolus.
become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I
Yeah.
just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
Okay. I have the key to her old chest. Perhaps I can find what you need in there.
Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
Which is where though? Not sure. Oh, it is definitely getting dark. So someone's definitely gonna kill someone or something before the end of the day. Right, Dooley. Yes, I'll speak to you.
Hello?
I take it you're Dooley. What's your
My
story?
name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
Okay, what did you
I
do?
don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
So you're possibly stealing? Somebody think you were going to steal, yeah.
Yes. But I wasn't. I was just looking.
Is that
They
all?
said I did it more than once, but I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy.
A liability. Yeah.
Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words.
Okay.
Do you think you could read it for me?
Sure, I guess. Magistrate Sentius explains Julie was locked up for trespassing. Writing to you in relation to the incorrigible, antisocial behavior arising from your obsession with an alleged lost treasure. While I'm sympathetic to your plight in the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you an important message. The treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you simply misremembered. More importantly, since you have several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns, which are strictly off-limits to all citizens, I've reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to this community, and must have your freedom limited lest you break the golden rule. It is my hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you are incarcerated should you experience further lapses in memory. Okay.
What does it say?
It says they caught you trespassing several times and they locked you up to stop you breaking the golden rule.
My treasure.
What treasure?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad.
Okay.
He said, if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something.
I remember this quest line from the mod, I
He gave
believe.
me this key
Something
and
similar,
made me
anyway.
promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find him. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns. But when I went up to the high one, they put me in here.
Okay, so it's probably the low one
Nobody
then.
looks after me, except my friend Galerius and
Equitia.
the priestess lady. She's a nice lady.
Okay. If you give me the key, I can find out what it unlocks.
Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could help me get out of here. Then I would trust you
So...
a lot.
Yeah, let me talk to the magistrate about getting you out of here.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
Maybe it's time we got a new magistrate.
Galerius? He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything.
Galerius?
If you
It's a
help
bit
make
left-wing.
him magistrate, he can get me out of here. And I can
So I'll
give
have
you
to...
the key to my
The problem
treasure.
is, if Galerius goes
Hannibal
for
said it
magistrate,
was
I'll bet you...
in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was. Just that
I bet you
was way
he
up high.
will definitely get, like, assassinated by Malleolus or something. He'll get killed. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so you won't... I guess he won't talk to me about how he got here. That's fair. God, I haven't played this game enough to figure out where everybody is, I guess. I guess if I go this way, I end up in the bar? And that will help me... Will help me find someone. Oh, this is definitely a zip line. If that's not a zip line, that's very rude game design. Because they seem to just, like, get hung between the areas you would want to travel to quickly. Navy's chest. But didn't I? I already opened Navy's chest, didn't I? Inventory. Scribe stone tablet. Okay, yeah. No, no. So there's nothing in Navia's chest. Bummer.
Horatius?
You, Tantalus,
Looking a bit troubled
cannot
there.
catch the drops of water. And the tree you grasp in the
Salve, don't be too hard on yourself.
Decius. You're an asshole, but
Nobody saw him coming. Anyway, I thought you stoics were
but I want to know how you got here.
Terrible shame what happened to Yulia. But we just have to carry on, don't we?
What if there is something I can do?
What's your story?
How did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
to be found.
Sounds
Let's
like
hear it.
you're torturing yourself.
Well, you see,
Leave that for the
I'm in the
gods.
business of procuring
Try to
rare and
relax,
precious
get some
objects
rest.
liberated from the enemies of
Tomorrow's a
Rome.
new day.
Right.
Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself
Makes
a nice
sense.
little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks.
Close
Good
to
place
the
be when
docks.
The fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge.
Yep.
So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing through a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says,
I said not the goods.
"No, too heavy.
Yeah.
The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
You took the cart. You chose the cart, didn't
Of
you?
course I chose the cart.
Yeah,
I mean, I
exactly.
can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber.
So you took her with you after all? No, I think I see where this is going.
Naturally, I dived in after it, hoping to salvage my fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something because everything went black. When I
Right.
came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Commiserations.
Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the
Right.
treasury of Rome.
Yeah, so once again, he fell into the Tiber or jumped into the Tiber with heavy shit. Interesting. Who are you going to vote for?
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
Right. Lucky vote for Sentius.
Not going to happen.
Sure. Any idea who's threatening Virgil?
I don't, I'm afraid. But I did overhear Fabia telling Georgius she saw something. But alas, it seems she's taken the details to the tomb with her. Very well. Another
Okay.
time.
Fear is proof of a degenerate
Fortune
mind.
smile
Did you just
on
growl at me?
Lucius. Better watch your step.
Sure. What's your story?
Don't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but
Oh, it's the vote.
Time to go to the starting.
The only way out is...
Vote for Malleolus for a free drink at my tavern.
Okay, well, you're part of the problem, I imagine.
You stay away from my money.
Okay. I'll go. So let's see how this vote goes. I suspect not well. Okay, so I have to get back to... So when everything goes wrong, for time traveling, I have to get back to the shrine, which is over here. I have to run all the way down here and back up. I'm wondering if when something happens, because it definitely does, there's no way that, you know, there's no way that, like, this just goes fine. But if something happens, I wonder if I can go and, like, grab the Sylphium, because it's only, like, over here, right? Just want to figure out where it is. It's there. Okay. So I wonder if I can go grab that, and get out before something happens. Before I, like, die or something, I don't know. Maybe it's worth saving it. Might save it, just in case. Oh, we can quick save. Shit. Ah, so this is Malleolus.
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the
Wow, it's not that many people.
The
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots, and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this
Right.
As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Malleolus.
Dacius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Right.
Virgil.
Malleolus.
I feel like everyone's gonna be Malleolus.
Malleolus.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Okay.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus. I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus.
Right, Domitius, you seem like a problem.
That's more like it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you are definitely a problem.
Delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the
Oh,
freedom
God.
you deserve. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live
Oh, this will be good.
because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule.
Right.
No more.
Yes, the myth.
The golden rule is real, you idiot.
Yeah. All these statues.
Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
What? I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
His sentence: to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against
Domitius.
Domitius. Here and now for your entertainment.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Well,
Yeah.
I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her.
Oh my god.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies. It is time the Golden Rule was exposed to what it is: a children's fable, exploited by a
I'm just gonna go this way.
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this all along.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old
The many shall suffer.
There it is.
Of the one.
Just gonna take that. Just gonna take this. Goodbye. See you later. So, he didn't actually do anything, though, yet. That seems incorrect. Nice try. Yeah. So all the statues come to life with bows. Not generally great. There's one right there. Goodbye. Well, for everyone who definitely saw that coming, raise your hand. Because, yeah. So that's obviously something we have to stop. Because that's, yeah, gonna get you killed. Okay. Galerius?
Salve, friend. I'm
Okay, yeah. I'm the OzzieNerd. We've had this conversation before.
I don't.
Your name is Galerius, and you're about to offer to take me to see Sentius so you can tell me about the Golden Rule.
Oh, I guess how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
Okay, no problem. Have to go.
Since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
It's definitely a zip line, isn't it? It's a zip line. It's a zip line.
Just
It's a
attach
zip
the
line.
board to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking.
Right. See?
And
Called
if
it.
doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
Okay, good to know. Thanks, I'll be going now.
See you around.
But actually, can I talk to you?
it's you again. Hope you're settling in, friend. Now, what's on your mind?
Can I ask how you got here? What's your story?
Well, it's a long one and kind of sad, but I don't mind telling it.
Sure. I have time.
I'm a farmer. Always have been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum, with my parents and 2 little sisters.
So Britannia, so you're a barbarian. You're a slave, probably.
When I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. I sprinted so fast I almost threw up, but by the time I got back,
Yeah.
bleeding out on the ground, and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the legions. My mother died of a broken heart soon after, and things went downhill from there.
God, Galerius, you have such a tragic backstory.
It was a struggle. More raiding started
Oh,
before
God.
too long. We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged. These legion thugs just took whatever they wanted.
Right.
One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were, and what they wanted. I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick, and before that soldier knew it, split his face right down the middle.
Nice.
But there were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters dead.
Jesus, Galerius. Very well adjusted, considering.
To see what they'd done. Still
You know?
burns whenever I think about it.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the only one this happened to. It wasn't long before Boudica led thousands of Britons in a rebellion against the Romans.
Yep.
Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. And those of us who survived, they enslaved.
So you were a
So,
soldier.
then I found myself being
Warrior, I
transported
guess, would be a better
all the way to Rome.
descriptor.
We sold to the highest bidder. I spent a few years working for my new master, learning the Romans' ways, Romanized my name and everything. Tried to escape a couple of times, but they always found me, and I'd just end up right back where I was.
Right, and I guess you were there for the fires.
Be there too, if it wasn't
Yeah.
for the stampede breaking
Okay.
out.
So it happened during the fires. So all this something happened during the fires. But that didn't happen to me though.
Running down toward the river, screaming and shouting.
But it's back to the river again.
Beings acting like cattle. I got swept up with them somehow, and the rest is a blur. Next thing I knew, some stranger was dragging me out.
Interesting.
Stumbled across this place, and
So you didn't end up in the river. Well, I guess you might have. Glad things worked out in the end.
that's what I thought too for a while. But it seems the gods aren't done tormenting me yet. See, I finally had my own farm again, safe from the grasping hands of the Romans. Or so I thought. Until Sentius the Decurion demanded I hand over all my produce. It's for the good of us all, he says. He takes the best bits for himself, of course. He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the golden rule. I'm not sure I believe him, but then, what if he's right?
I don't think he
Turns
is.
out our dear old magistrate is no better than the Legion thugs who took everything from me. I'm right back where I began. But don't you worry, Nemesis is waiting, and he'll get his one day. He'll get his. Forget I said that last part, will you? I get carried away. Sometimes.
Well, no, it's Malleolus. Sure.
Thanks, friend. I knew I liked you. Anyway, that's enough of me.
So Sentius is not as good as the facade he puts forward. I'll be going now.
Alright, see you around.
Okay, so what? This one. Ride the zipline. Boom, easy. I'm gonna go straight to old what's-her-name and see if I can give her the Sylphium. Do I still have the Sylphium? Haha, I do. Watch out. Ugh. Here you go. I have something for Yulia.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Sylphium, but that cooler...
Yeah. I have Sylphium resin. Here, take a
What?
little.
Quick, give it here. Yulia, Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you.
Nice. So maybe Yulia can tell me who poisoned her.
Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to...
I wonder if she's a voter.
That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact
Maybe she's a
moment,
voter and Malleolus
she's a
did it.
kind of oracle.
I heard she got sick early and went to find medicine.
But how could you know she needed this exact medicine? And how did you even get it? I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You
it's
just
true.
saved a person's life, and you should be
Got
proud
an
of
achievement.
yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime,
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I
happy
want to know.
help you with whatever it is you need.
No, that's it.
Thanks again for...
Okay, that's fine. That problem has resolved itself. I'll go talk to Sentius now. Maybe I talk to his daughter as well. Horatius, how you doing? Need to talk to Sentius. I kind of like this game that as you play through it, it just gets quicker and quicker, right? Because you don't have to like read the same dialogue over and over again.
Alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I'm the Aussie Nerd, and we've had this conversation before.
Yeah? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here?
That is correct.
I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed. And you have to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened?
I couldn't stop it from being broken.
I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered and do better next time.
I will.
Now, I assume you sought me out again for a reason.
I'd like you to release Dooley.
You mean Julius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
What exactly did you do?
Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic, the law of the 12 tables would have required that he be killed as soon as...
Yeah, but that's not the golden rule, though, is it?
Deformities. Here, we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able to continue living.
Is that living, though?
Would be taken away from all of us, were he to be released and commit the crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Now, was there something else? Thank you. I'll be waiting here.
I am more suspicious of Sentius.
If you're snooping around in my possessions, you're wasting your time.
I am more suspicious of Sentius by the second. I'm wondering if Dooley, like, snuck somewhere that he doesn't want, the magistrate doesn't want him to be, not somewhere bad or illegal? Scintilla to Sentius. Scintilla to Sentius. May Jupiter Optimus Maximus continue to protect and guide you. Thank you for making me your daughter and for the lovely birthday pendant. I promise we will wear it always. It's my father and Sentius, my sister. Since you've been apprehensive about the election next month, we can show them the strong and dependable man and who will be re-elected. And yet she is gone.
Oh, don't mind me. I just live here.
Yeah. Sentia?
I wish Horatius would stop letting...
Yeah. What's your
I'm
story?
Sentia. What are you doing in...
Not from around here.
I'd never have noticed.
Sorry, I've been skipping stuff we haven't seen before. It's hard to tell.
And impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation?
I'll be going
I
now.
trust you can see yourself out.
Sure. I wonder if there's something, like, underneath here? Is there, like, a little secret area beneath their house? Again, somewhere that Sentius wouldn't want Dooley going. There's gotta be something, somewhere. Okay, that door's locked.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Why not? I wasn't, but now I am.
Shrewry little cap at murder, aren't you?
Why shouldn't I go down there?
Nobody's told you about Hannibal. Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell.
Okay.
One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway,
Okay.
a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark.
Right. So this is how Hannibal died.
Body, sprawled out on the ground, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating Hannibal.
Interesting. Wouldn't that have broken the golden rule?
If it was a man, maybe. But I swear on my life this was no man. More like a Strix. Or some Versipalus that feeds on human flesh. I didn't stick around to see which.
What did you do?
Well, any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
Okay. Maybe I'll give it a miss.
Good idea.
Okay. For now, once I get a bow, then maybe we'll see. Okay, I don't know what this one is. Octavia's chest. A note to Octavia. Anonymous friend to Octavia, may the Lord bless and keep you. I'm sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but if I'm right, then you're a believer like me. You may not be able to worship openly here, but know that you're not alone. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there is a special place waiting for you, deep in the caves behind the theatre. Turn right at the first fork, and again at the second. Interesting. Okay. So go 2 rights. Okay, Minerva. Love it. So, okay, we're gonna check that out really quick. I know we're running...
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Like, running, not short on time, but, you know. So, behind the forum, didn't they say? So, you go in here. You go right at the first fork. And then right again. Ah! So that's what this is. Okay, interesting. So I could hang out here and see who comes to visit, I suppose. Alright, but we are going to leave this episode here. So guys, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, the Aussie Nerd, feel free to subscribe to my channel and check out the other videos on there. If you think any of your friends might enjoy my content, make sure you share a video too with them. Really appreciate it. And finally, if you want to leave any hints, tips, tricks, feedback for the videos, or you just want to say hi, make sure you do so in the comment section down below so I can see it. And I'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.